This guy's creativity is amazing. He was given a challenge by his boss who wanted to test his skills with a difficult task. The job was to perfectly join two solid wood lines of different widths, 12 centimeters and 10 centimeters, at an angle. Most people would struggle, but he approached it with confidence. He started by drawing extension lines from the edges of each wood piece to create intersection points at the corner. Then, he placed the wider 12-centimeter wood at these points, marked the area that needed to be cut, and did the same for the 10-centimeter piece. After cutting, the two pieces fit together nicely at the angle. But when viewed from the side, the joint wasn't perfect. It was slightly misaligned. The real challenge started here. He made additional adjustments, drawing a new set of lines and carefully marking the areas that needed further trimming. He cut and adjusted the pieces again, using precise measurements and techniques. Finally, when the two pieces were joined, they fit perfectly from every angle. What do you think of this creativity?
This guy is amazing. Here are some life hacks tips hidden from you. If inserting keys into a ring hurts your fingers, use a straw to hold the ring open. Need a quick seasoning bottle? Heat a bottle cap, push it with a toothpick, and cut off the top. When documents stick to tape, stretch both ends of the tape to avoid tearing the paper. For stuck bowls, run water over them and separate underwater. To make a perfect poached egg, dip an oiled spoon in boiling water before cracking the egg onto it. Rusty scissors can shine again by soaking them in salt, vinegar, and baking soda. Tighten a waterproof ring on a pipe by looping string through the ring first. Remove kettle scale by boiling eggshells, orange peels, alcohol, and water inside. Stop bad smells from drains by using a plastic bag and zip ties to seal the pipe. These tips are genius. Follow him for more.
This guy's creativity is amazing. Here's how to transform an empty gas cylinder into a wall-mounted heating stove. First, fill the cylinder with water, empty it completely, and remove the base using an angle grinder. Smooth the edges and mark a rectangle. Then cut it out. Use the removed steel to create a side panel, about 20 centimeters wide, and weld it securely. Seal the opening and adjust the orientation. On the bottom, mark and cut one large and one small circle. Attach them with hinges and remove the middle section. Add a tempered glass cover for visibility and control. Cut horizontal slits near the top and fit square tubes over them. Create sliding drawers to fit snugly inside. Add corner fittings and weld 3 angle irons with holes to form a triangular alignment. Drill matching holes in the wall and secure the stove with expansion screws. Once complete, you can use it to heat your space, boil water, or cook. How would you rate this creative idea out of 10?
This guy is insanely amazing. Cutting watermelon like this will have your guests praising you as a master. The first method. The second method. The third method. The fourth method. The fifth method. If you can't remember, like and save the video. Watch it slowly when you want to learn. This guy's a genius. Here are some essential repair tips every husband should know to save money. If your faucet drips, first pop off the small cap on top, remove the handle, and use a wrench to tighten the valve core. Then put everything back together, tighten the screw, and replace the cap to stop the leak. If your washing machine fills and drains water at the same time, lay it down and remove the cover. Unscrew the drainage assembly, remove it, and check for any blockages causing the issue. If your shower head leaks, separate it from the hose. Take out the seal ring and remove the brass cap. Pull out the inner hose. Find the leak, cut off the damaged section, and reattach it. This should stop the leak. Finally, if your toilet tank fills slowly or keeps filling, it's usually the fill valve. Open the tank, remove the pin, take out the float arm, unscrew the plastic cap, and clean the rubber seal. Follow me for more repair tips.
This guy is creative. You wouldn't think that ordinary tabs could be used in such a clever way, but he made it work. First, he cut 6 can tabs with pre-made holes. Then, he got a strong wooden stick, 30 centimeters long, and used a ruler and marker to mark spots along the center, spacing each mark 5 centimeters apart. Using a mini drill, he drilled holes at each mark. Next, he took the tabs with the holes and used screws to secure them to the wood, making sure each one lined up with a marked spot. After attaching all the tabs, he trimmed and polished any screws sticking out from the back. Then, he flipped the stick over and drilled a small hole in the middle so he could attach a hook for hanging. In the end, he turned these can tabs and a simple wooden stick into a multi-purpose clothes rack. How would you rate his creativity out of 10? This guy is a genius. He took an old plastic bucket from the trash and filled it with foam glue. Then, he placed it on the ground, inserted a steel pipe through the handle, and secured it tightly with screws. He welded the pipes together to form a frame, added 5 water buckets on each side, and attached tires at the front and back. Using a drill, he made holes in the pipes and secured everything with rivets. He cut another plastic bucket into pieces, arranged them with square tubes, drilled holes, and fixed them together with rivets. He connected these pieces to the main frame, reinforced them, and added an upside-down piece at the back as a shield. For the front, he used a bucket bottom, installed a fan, and secured it. He placed a wooden board in the middle, added a seat, and attached the fan to an electric drill to make it spin. Finally, he cut and flattened a PVC pipe to make a windshield, painted the entire creation, and assembled it. The result? A glider boat that floats on water and runs on an electric drill. His creativity is mind-blowing. What do you think?
This guy is a genius. Here are some amazing life hacks you'll wish you knew earlier. Hang a cup under cured meat when drying it on the balcony, not just to catch drips, but to remind yourself to stay classy. Struggling to pull off a tag? Push the pointed end of the thread back through, then pull gently. It comes off easily and can be reused. Don't cut cable ties. Use a toothpick to press the lock, and you can open and reuse them for ages. Worried about wind blowing your clothes away? Hook 2 hangers together for extra stability. Cutting sock labels is tricky, but there's usually a loose thread on top. Just pull it and the label pops right off. For a rice bag, face the side with a single thread toward you. Cut the thread on the right and pull from the double thread side. It opens in one smooth motion. Pouring juice without spills? Place a spoon across the top of the cup and it'll pour smoothly. Learn these tricks and thank me later.